Okay, sebelum ni kita dah tengok berkaitan dengan hypothesis testing. We have go through this chapter how you are going to run the hypothesis testing. We have hypothesis testing for one population. Okay. So yang ini yang kita dah cover. Okay. So this one is the thing that we have cover hypothesis testing for one population. Okay. So yang ini dalam chapter 3_2 yang mana this one 3_2 and yang ini nanti kita akan cover dalam chapter 4. Okay. So for one population testing kita ada large sample atau small sample. Yang ini awak ada case 1 dan juga case 2. So this one you have case 3 dan juga case 4. Yang mana case 1, 2, 3 yang ini dia akan follow standard normal iaitu Z distribution and this one dia akan follow T distribution. Okay. So kita dah tengok how you are going to run the hypothesis testing. Okay, it is based on your H1 whether you are going to have one tail atau two tail test. Okay. So for two tail test dia akan ada H1 dia ada tanda tidak sama dengan. So this one it will become two tail. Otherwise, it will be a one tail test. So and then kita dah tengok dia punya, this is for all the cases, case 1, case 2, case 3 and also the rejection region. And we have go through also for small sample with T distribution table. So hari ni kita, so this is the step involved. State the null and alternative hypothesis, that is nyatakan what is your H null and what is your H1. Choose the significant level alpha. So selalunya dia bagi 10%, 5% atau 1%. And choose an appropriate test statistic whether you have Z atau T test. Okay. So that is the appropriate test statistic. Establish the critical region based on the value of alpha. That is your rejection region. Okay. So sama ada awak akan ada one tail atau two tail. Okay, untuk dia punya rejection region. And then make a conclusion. Okay, decision is based on state 4. So decision dekat state 4 awak akan buat reject H null or accept H null. Okay, and then conclusion that you are going to be drawn. So we have to go through this exercise and then kita tengok juga untuk proportion. So hari ni kita tengok P-value approach yang mana ianya adalah an alternative untuk untuk tengok keputusan. That means kita tak ada rejection region, kita akan still calculate the test statistic. So then kita akan buat reject or accept H null based on the P-value. P-value stand for probability value. Yang mana kita akan ambil ianya adalah berdasarkan nilai test statistic. Okay. So a P-value approach is the lowest level of significance at which the observed value of the test statistic is significant. Okay. So the steps to involve the hypothesis testing based on the P-value. First step is still the same. You state what is your H null and what is your H1. Choose an appropriate test statistic, that is what is your alpha. Okay, sama je. Either you get 5%, 10% atau 1%. Okay. So compute the place value based on the computed value of test statistic. So test statistic awak, kita ada case 1, case 2, case 3, dia akan follow Z and then case 4 dia akan ikut T distribution. So daripada sini, make a decision by comparing the P value with alpha. Okay. So step yang keempat ni yang berbeza. Sebab decision kita based on nilai P value that you get and also we will compare with the level of significant alpha. Then we will draw an appropriate conclusion, the last step. So basically yang berbeza hanyalah dekat step keempat by using the P value approach. Maksudnya if you do the hypothesis testing, awak boleh buat ikut yang biasa kita buat. Kira test statistik tengok rejection region. Atau the other way around, kita boleh guna P-value approach. So state your H null, H1, alpha and then calculate the test statistic. Then dapatkan nilai P-value. And conclusion, kita tak ada rejection region tapi kita compare nilai P dengan alpha. So how to draw the decision? by using the p-value, we will reject H null, okay? Reject H null if p-value is less than alpha, okay? And accept H null is p-value is greater or equal to alpha. So contohnya awak kira dapat alpha dibagi sama dengan 5%. That is 0.05. So you kira dapat p-value sama dengan 0.325. So kita boleh nampak p-value greater than alpha. That means 0.325 lebih besar daripada 0.05. So from here kita akan accept H null. Okay. So ini decision yang kita buat. Okay. Based on the value of p-value. Okay. Dapat Oi, senyap ni semua. Dapat tak?
Dapat.
Dapat Syed ada Syed? Dah bangun tidur ke belum? Syed tak ada Syed masih tidur tu. Amar ada mah? Amar, Firdaus ada kan? Adwa ada?
Ada.
Ada. Okay. So dapat semua? This is p-value. So senang cakap p-value ni is an alternative. Okay. So alternative daripada awak buat dia punya, kira dia punya rejection region. But still you have to use the table of standard normal distribution. Okay. So hypothesis statement, if you have mu equal to so for this case, if you have the hypothesis statement that mu equal to mu naught, okay, versus mu less than mu naught, or kita tulis mean populasi lebih besar daripada mu naught and mu less than mu naught. So if you have less sign, so p-value rejection region, probability of Z less than Z. So that means Z here is your test statistic. Okay. So kita akan dapatkan nilai probability yang Z adalah lebih kecil daripada nilai test statistik. Okay. If mu equal to mu naught versus mu greater than mu naught, or mu less than or equal to mu naught versus mean greater than mu naught. So rejection region, we will reject the null hypothesis is the p-value lebih besar, probability of Z greater than Z. So this is your test statistic. So PZ adalah p-value. Nanti kita tengok macam mana nak kira dia p-value. So mu equal to mu naught versus mu does not equal to mu naught. That is, this is a two-tailed test. Kita akan reject if probability of Z less than negative Z atau probability of Z greater than the test statistic. Okay. So it's still this one, two-sided. Tapi kita akan tengok nanti p-value and compare dengan dia punya alpha. So yang ini adalah how to get the p-value from here. Okay. So contohnya, let's take a look at this example to get a clear picture how you are going to solve this one. So tomato with normal plantation techniques will have a mean diameter of 8.2 cm. So a biotechnologist claim to be able to produce larger tomato by using a new technology, named AXT technology. To check on this, a random sample of 36 tomato was taken and give a sample mean of 9.1 cm and a standard deviation of 2.4 cm. So find the p-value for this test, and at the level of significance, does this prove that the mean size is indeed larger? Maksudnya seorang penanam tomato, dia buat dia tanam tomato, and then biotechnology datang, dia kata kalau menggunakan AXT technology, so maybe AXT technology is a kind of fertilizer. Okay. So dia kata tomato yang dihasilkan akan jadi lebih besar. So nak uji betul ke tak dia semua tomato ni dengan AXT teknologi 36 batang 36 batang pokok tomato, And then from here, dia ukur dia punya diameter. Then dia dapat diameter average adalah 9.1 cm and standard deviation 2.4 cm. So, dia suruh dapatkan P value for this test and at the level of 0.05, does this prove that the mean size is indeed larger? So, ini adalah dia punya claim. Okay, the claim. Adakah betul saiz tomato yang dihasilkan menggunakan AXT teknologi akan jadi lebih besar? Okay. So, 36 apa? What is the value of 36 if resign for? 36 apa kelas? N. Okay. And then 9.1?
X bar.
X bar. Okay, betul. 2.4?
S.
S. Yep, betul. Okay. And 8.2 cm? Ya, yeah. What is 8.2 cm refer to? This is your population mean, mu. Okay. So kita nak tengok claim kita nanti adakah mu sama dengan 8.2 cm. Is indeed larger. Okay. Lebih besar atau lebih kecil. So how we are going to solve for this one? Okay. So given all the information, given n equal to 36, x bar sama dengan 9.1, s sama dengan 2.4 cm. Okay. Dan dia kata dekat sini kan p value and it state in here, okay, alpha sama dengan 0.05. 0.05. So take a look at this one. N greater than 30. So ni kes 1, kes 2 atau kes 3? Kes 4. Kes berapa?
2.
Kes 2. Okay. So kes 2 meaning that dia akan follow Z distribution. Okay. So step pertama dia kata, does this prove that the mean size is indeed larger? Adakah lebih besar dia punya tomato punya size? So yang dia bagi on average 8.2. So H1 awak mu lebih besar daripada 8.2 cm. So this is the claim. Dia punya complement mu less or equal to 8.2 cm. Okay. So step kedua, the significant level dia bagi alpha equal to 0.05. Okay. Dan step ketiga, test statistik, kita tahu dia follow case 3. That mean Z sama dengan X bar minus mu S over set of N. So cuba kira this one dapat berapa? So X bar sama dengan 9.1 tolak 8.2, S awak is 2.4 bahagi dengan set 36. So do the calculation, what will you have in here?
2.25.
2.25. Okay, betul. So step keempat, kita nak dapatkan dia punya P value. So boleh salin dulu, siapa nak salin? Later on saya akan tunjuk macam mana dapatkan the P value. So dekat dia punya H0, dekat dia punya H1, dia akan ada tanda lebih besar. Okay. So tengok balik dekat tabel biru. So H1 awak is mu greater than 8.2. So ada tanda greater than. So if you take a look at this table. So for this one, okay. Lebih besar, so probability of Z greater than Z. That means probability of p-value greater than test statistic. So from here, p-value, okay, p-value akan sama dengan probability of Z lebih besar daripada test statistik is 2.25. Okay. That means kalau dekat table of normal distribution, this side, kebarangkalian yang lebih besar daripada 2.25. Okay. So dekat table awak tengok 2.20.05. So apakah nilai that one daripada table of standard normal? And remember table awak is lebih kecil. Table given is untuk yang lebih kecil. So yang awak cari 2.25 tu adalah yang lebih kecil. Nak dapatkan yang lebih besar sama dengan 1 tolak probability of Z less than 2.25. Okay. Sebab kita nak sesuaikan dengan your table. So dapat berapa? 1 tolak berapa? Tengok table of standard normal 2.25 equal to what?
Zero point 9877776.
Okay, betul. 0.9 kita bundarkan jadi 9878. Okay. So thank you yang jawab tadi. Cuba tolakkan dapat berapa jawapan dia.
Zero point 0122.
Ya, betul. 0.0122. Okay. So, kita dapat p-value equal to 0.0122 and alpha equal to 0.05. Are you going to reject atau accept H0?
Set.
Reject, okay, betul. Sebab p-value, okay, equal to 0.0122 is smaller than alpha equal to 0.05. So reject H0. Okay. Sebab dia kata dekat sini keputusannya kita akan reject H0 if p-value less than alpha. So in here you get the p-value less than alpha. So kita akan reject H0. Okay. So reject H0. Step kelima, conclusion that is based on H1 punya statement. So there is enough evidence okay, to prove that the mean size of the tomato, okay, using AXT technology is indeed larger. Okay. So lebih besar kalau menggunakan AXT technology. So this is how we are going to do the hypothesis testing by using P-value approach. Okay. So dia awak tak kira dekat mana rejection region. Cuma kita dapatkan apakah nilai probability punya value based on the table. Then you are going to see whether it is less or it is greater than the value of significant level alpha. Kalau p-value less than alpha, so reject H null. Otherwise, we will accept the H null. Okay. So boleh salin dulu, siapa yang nak salin? Korang tak ngantuk lah mengajar online ni? Lagi-lagi lah tak boleh minum kopi. Pukul 8 pun aku dah ngantuk macam mana? Dan, kelas.
Dan.
Dan. Siapa tadi? Syed. Fidaus. Adwa. Amar. Bukan. Syed tak ada Syed? Pom tidur Syed ni. Okey, dan semua. Ingat test awak 7 hari bulan. Malam. Pukul 8. Platform to be used, Ulearn biasanya. Penyelaras tak cakap lagi. So most probably it will be using the Ulearn. 3 soalan je. Tapi ada guna graph paper. Yang hari tu quiz ada yang hantar tak tulis nama. Next time untuk test, you submit and then write down your name. Okay. Okay, done eh? So I hope everyone is done. So ini ada exercise, awak boleh try sendiri. Tengok sikit, kalau nak jawapan dia nanti boleh bagi tahu kat saya. Dia punya exercise. And then dia ada jawapan akhir, saya dah letak accept H null atau reject H null and what is the conclusion. Okay. So you can try this one by yourself and kita akan continue with chapter 4. Okay.